Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lightning back with another War Robots video. So today we're gonna be doing a video all about Ravana. Best weapon setups, most important pilot skills, what modules to throw on them, and all kinds of awesome stuff. I'm gonna go into detail on how to play them with a couple setups. First, we're going to do a game with Storms, which is my favorite setup. And then we're going to take them in for a game with Cryos, which is my other favorite setup. Both setups are just phenomenal on this guy. So as we play those two different setups, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to play them as I'm playing. So this is going to be a great helpful video for a lot of people. Afterwards, we're going to talk about all the other stuff you need to know about this guy. I'm going to show you the pilot skills that I use. I'm going to show you some of the other pilot skills that I don't have because I don't have the gold to throw them on there that would really benefit this guy. We're going to talk about some other weapon setups. We're just going to show you exactly how to make your Ravana amazing. Alright, so let's go play the game with the Storms first. Remember, stick around after the two games. We're going to go into some detail about exactly what to do with this guy to make him great. All right, so let's go do those games and we'll be back in just a second. And basically I'm going to use my ability right away, get up as close as possible and just blast this guy as many times as I can. I'm going to use my ability again to confuse him as soon as it ends. All right, those guys are kind of hard to take on. They're very tanky. So I'm going to phase shift. Let's blast this little guy a couple times. We're going to go into the ability. Alright, so I got it again. I'm constantly going in and out of this ability and just blowing people to pieces. Now, it is harder to take on the tanky robots with this. Alright, we took care of that. Alright, I did lose kind of a decent amount of health, but the mechanic's going to come in to play at this point. Alright, we got to wait for this Aljun to land. I'm going to wait for my abilities to charge back up. This Ares keeps just running around and getting in the way. I don't think he knows what he's doing. Neither do I. Alright, check this out. Well, I'm stuck. I can't move. I can't get off of that thing. Wow. That was terrible. Alright. I've never got stuck on anything like that before that I can remember. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and try and take this beacon. Someone's over here. So as soon as this wears off, we're going to try and kill it. Shotguns are very, very effective. Oh, I've died. Okay. Alright, so that was not my best battle, but you know what? You win some, you lose some. I still got a few kills. We did a lot of damage. It went really well. So basically with the shotguns, you just get up to point blank. You blast the people as much as you can and keep going in and out of your ability and using your phase shift. And it confuses the heck out of them in between ability uses and phase shift uses. Just try to stay at point blank the entire time and just keep blasting them in between abilities. Normally you'll get a lot of kills. You know, we did come up against that Fenrir, which is a very, very tanky robot. Alright, so we had a hard time taking him out. Phantoms got damage resistance, but most of the time, I mean, you saw what I did to that Leo. We killed him pretty much instantly. Most of the time I get kills like that with that setup. But when you do come up against the really tanky robots, it's a little bit harder. So, alright, let's move on to the battle with the Cryos. Alright, so now we're going to go in with some Cryos on the Ravana. And he's more of a spray and pray type of robot. Hit and run, hit and run, hit and run, okay? So we're not going to try and get up really close. We're just going to stay within 300 meters. Actually, you know, you don't want to get close at all if possible. Alright, so we're going to wait till somebody comes towards center beacon. And we're just going to start blasting them. I'm not really sure what's going on here, so we're going to move over this way. Alright, let's go over here. Nobody's coming towards center, so we're going to run in. We're going to hit, and then we're going to run. Here comes somebody. Nope, he's behind that. I'm just waiting for somebody to come out here. Alright, here we go. Run in. I was going to blast him, but he got back to cover. Alright, blast this little guy. Ability. Escape. Come around here, blast. Use the ability, get out of there. I got somebody trying to shoot me over this way, so I'm going to get back to cover. Alright, so basically you're just spraying and praying. Just getting in and out, in and out. In attack, out attack. Personally, my cryos are a little bit under-leveled. I am in Champion League. These things really shine once you level them up a little more. I think mine are all level 9, which isn't quite enough. I need to grind for a lot more silver in order to get these where they need to be for champion, but this will give you a good idea. So let's blast in here. Let's spray. Alright, these are a giant help to your teammates. Let's grab this beacon. I'm going to use this. Let's take out this Loki real quick. That's not a Loki, that's a Phantom. Alright, we killed it. Alright, I'm going to have to leave, so I'm gonna use my abilities, my phase shift to get out of here. Because if I don't, I'm going to die. Alright, so that was my escape plan. I got another one, so I was able to use all of those to get out of there. Alright, so when you get in a hard spot, make sure you've got your abilities saved up, or you're going to have a really hard time getting anywhere. So let's run in here, blast at this leech. Let's wait for his ability to wear off, which I think it just did. Alright, that didn't go as planned, but we just did some damage to those guys. So I'm going to hang back a little bit and try and let these reload. I'm going to let my mechanic skill heal me. Now looks like a good time to run out, spray, and then get out of there. Alright, let's let these recharge a little bit. He's trying to suppress me. So let's blast him a few times. We're going to want to go ahead and just run right now because he's got his damage reduction going on. Alright, spray, leave. You can really keep this guy alive for a long time. You can really keep this guy alive for a long time. Alright, we took that guy out. Where am I going to be most beneficial at the moment? Right over here. Whoa! Missed him. Sorry, dude. I don't mean to pin you down there. That was a mistake. I wasn't trying to do that. Alright, so let's... Okay, that's something we don't want to deal with. As soon as he goes out of stealth, I'm going to phase shift, alright? Blast him with this. Blast him with this. Alright. We need to grab this beacon, so let's go over here and kill the Ming. I wish my phase shift was ready, so let's see what happens. Somebody's probably going to spawn in here and kill me, but nope, we got it. That's cool. Alright. I think my legs just got damaged because I seem to be moving extremely slow. Ah, he got away. Alright, I'm gonna die any second now. That guy's about to die. Let's beat this Falcon up as much as we can. I'm just gonna confuse him a little bit. He's gonna focus on me, hopefully, and not my teammates until he takes me out. So we just had a really, really good run with that. So I'm telling you guys, Cryos and Storms are really awesome builds on this dude. Now, the average person probably only has between 3 and 4 pilot skills, okay? So I'm going to tell you which ones I feel are actually the most important. Like, if you can't get a whole bunch of skills, because adding pilot skills do suck up a lot of your gold, but the mechanic Ravana, that's pretty important. The mechanic skill doesn't really seem like much. It heals you very, very slowly, but I can guarantee you guys it's a very, very big help. That's one skill I pretty much want to have on every single robot, because over time you can really get a lot of health back, which is great. Alright, Armor Expert Ravana, that gives you additional 10% durability, 10% may not sound like much, but it really helps. All right, I can definitely tell a difference if I remove this pilot. He definitely feels more durable with this. 10% is 10%. Every little bit helps, guys. All right, Clever Survivor Ravana. This, I wasn't really sure about this. I actually got this on a random roll, and I said, you know what? I'm going to try this out. I don't know if this is going to be good, but it lets me activate my ability once per game. All right, as soon as my health gets down to like 50% or lower, I get an additional activation of this ability, and I'm actually amazed at exactly how good this skill is. All right, so forget about the sharpshooter. All right, mechanic, armor expert, and clever survivor. In my opinion, those are 3 must-have skills for this guy. Now, if you can happen to get the new legendary pilot plus add those 3 skills, Ravana is going to be amazing. All right, Ravana is going to be amazing. If he can have 3 activations of his ability, which is what the new pilot's going to give you, that is going to be crazy, crazy fun. So there's a couple other skills I think would be very beneficial. I don't have them, but that's mainly because I don't have enough gold to... I'm using my gold for other things at the moment. Maybe eventually I'll add some more skills onto here, but let's talk about a couple other skills really quick. Okay, so if you want to add more skills, I think the Adamant Guardian is a good skill. Okay, if the enemy has more than 3 beacons, you get an additional 25% defense points. So that's basically you're going to get 20% damage reduction. That's pretty awesome. Roadhog Ravana, you can get up to 10% more movement speed. This guy is a little bit slow, so that's actually, if I didn't have the sharpshooter skill, I would replace it with the Roadhog. I've been debating about doing that. Do I really need the sharpshooter? I don't know, but Roadhog Ravana would be amazing to have. Okay, Eminent Roadhog Ravana. Well, if the enemy team has more than 3 beacons, you're going to get another 20% movement speed. I mean, if both of those were active at the same time, that's an additional 30% movement speed. Your Ravana would no longer be slow. Alright, so those would be some really, really, really nice pilot skills to have. Alright, so those are the skills that are probably going to be the most important on the Ravana. Those are the ones I would look at and consider if you're trying to build one of these guys. So, now let's talk about weapons. One setup that I thought was really, really awesome was Hussars. Alright, 3 Hussars on this guy. You can stay back to 600 meters and just snipe the enemies. I mean, you can just get yourself out in the open. The second somebody starts shooting at you, you just hit your ability and you run off to safety. Alright, if you save up both charges, you can get behind cover from pretty far away. So, this guy is an excellent sniper. Excellent sniper, okay? I would definitely look into some Hussars if you're wanting to do a long-range setup with this. I think this guy is more suitable for an assassin type build though, so something like Storms or Cryos or any type of shotgun. Personally, I like the Storms. Alright, Cryos are awesome on this guy. Storms are awesome on this guy. Storms are a little harder to play. You got to basically get up to point blank before these shotguns really just kick in and do a lot of damage now. But if you use the shotguns right, they can still just blast people to pieces. The Cryos, you can get in there, you can just spray and pray. Hit and leave, hit and leave, hit and leave. Alright, the other setup I really like, you guys might find this to be surprising, but I was really, really liking the Tyrans on this guy. Tyrans are older weapons, but they did excellent on here. Alright, so today I think we're going to play with some shotguns. A little later I might switch over to Cryos on this. I don't actually have Hussars, but I played those a lot on the test server, and they worked out great. Lots of fun, okay? So, as far as modules go, this guy is supposed to be tanky and hard to kill. Personally, I think armor kits or heavy armor kits are the modules you want to put on here. Now, as far as your active module, I would definitely go with either Phase Shift. Alright, Last Stand's really, really good on this guy as well, if you have a Last Stand. Let's look at a couple of the modules here. So, repair units are pretty nice. I think Phase Shift is definitely more helpful on this guy. I ran the repair unit for a really long time. I kept saying, hey, I'm going to switch over to phase shift. And I kept forgetting to do it. And one day I switched over to it, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I remembered. It's been way better. Deathmark, I don't know. Lockdown. Personally, I don't really think any of these is needed. All right, if you're trying to break a shield, this guy can run right inside of somebody's shield easily and destroy them. So I don't think you need any of these other ones. I would either go with the repair module, so when you get back to cover, you can repair, or I could go with the phase shift, so you can have like another phase shift ability. So actually, I mean, you kind of have 3 phase shifts right now. If you have the new pilot, you're going to have like 4 phase shifts. It's going to be crazy. All right, it's going to confuse people so bad. Now, as far as like the passive modules, all right, let's go to the store really quick. Armor kits. I mean, if you just want to do a bunch of damage, of course, the nuclear reactors are a good thing to have. All right, you got your heavy armor kits. So those are really good. Those add more hit points. You got your thermonuclear reactors, which are going to add even more damage. You got your fortifiers, which aren't really going to do much on this weapon. I mean, on this robot. You've got anti-controls, okay? Anti-controls, well, you really think about it, he doesn't need that because his ability will get him out of any sticky situation if he's been locked down or any of that stuff. Battleborn, no, you can go into your ability and stop taking damage. I wouldn't run a Battleborn. Last Stand is actually really, really good if you can level 1 up enough. So basically, he's just a great assassin, a great spray and pray robot. He has no problem taking out leeches. He has no problem taking out Aljuns. I mean, you can use the ability for 2 things: getting as close as possible to your enemy and just blasting him with the shotguns, or using the ability to avoid damage. So while the leech is in his ability, if you have 2 charges saved up, you're going to have no problem waiting out the leech's ability, and as soon as it ends, you can just start blasting the leech. You know, when Aljun goes up in the air, pop on his ability, pop on another one. By the time Aljun lands, you're ready to take him out. So pretty much this robot takes about pretty much anything except for tanky robots. Like you saw in the first battle, he had a really hard time taking out the Fenrir, and he also had a hard time taking out the Phantom. So anything with a bunch of damage resistance going on, that's a little hard when you're playing with the shotguns. The Cryos would probably be the better setup when you're taking on tankier robots. But you guys get the idea. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this is everything you guys need to learn to know how to build a really awesome, really awesome Ravana setup. All right. And I will catch you guys later. See ya.